Hey gang, welcome to the first video in a new series I'm calling Showing My Work. When making the tier list video, I thought that droning on about character viability would cause some viewers to lose interest, so I wanted each segment to stay visually interesting with a montage. But in doing so, I failed to show just how good some characters can be by trying to make everyone look cool. I failed to show you just how many times characters can die to the most basic challenges because I didn't want the footage to be repetitive. While I think my explanations were enough, I should recognize that some people grasp information visually. Hopefully this will make my findings more apparent, but I should have expected you all not to just take my word for it and show my findings off a little more. What I couldn't possibly anticipate, however, was that when I challenged you all to prove me wrong and help me improve the ranking, that instead of playing a character to do so, pretty much everyone who took me up on that would instead debate what I have proven with memories and experiences that are 7 years and several builds out of date. Or even worse, jump to their own conclusions because they couldn't achieve my results before even unlocking a character's whole moveset. I appreciate the input, but of course you aren't capable of dealing what I have on my document. Don't even have the right variant of the attack. And I'm sorry, but it's time we acknowledge that this remake is not the same game we all played years ago. There were probably buffs made to characters that you never saw before you stopped playing the original. And the current game is a buggy ass mess. Yes, Black Panther's hero up didn't hit up to 6 times a decade ago. This isn't a decade ago. But instead of trying to argue against your own memory, I'll have your own eyes do it for you. Which do you believe? If you happen to know the handful of people that's geared toward, do know they were rather respectful in their disagreements, and don't hound them. For most, if not all, debaters, they just needed me to go into further detail and we found common ground. If we still disagreed, it was typically over me holding survivability in a much higher regard than completion time. And they're not wrong, Black Panther won't complete missions quickly. He has a drawn out hero up and below average basic attack speed. However, the speed that a mission is completed does nothing to help or hurt your score. Meanwhile, dying hurts it drastically, so the sooner you can do the high value missions before dying level wise, the better. At the moment, we are locked into default rewards for completion as we are still in beta, so Carnage or some other fast character is probably much better for now. But in the coming updates, we will see Panther become immensely useful for high scores. Again, do not witch hunt people. If anything, thank them for giving me cause to create this series. It's even possible I might find something while making these videos to change the meta, since I'm being more thorough and focusing on an individual character. As I've said before, I am bound to have missed something. But the last time I put that on all of you, we didn't really get much out of it. So instead, hop on down to the comments below and tell me who you want me to go back over next. Maybe I'll find something new that makes the character more viable. Or maybe there's a debilitating issue I somehow managed to avoid that I'll catch the second go around. Now even though I'm taking the reins, don't feel discouraged from trying to expand the meta. But please, for the love of fuck! Don't try to do so with visions that came to you in a dream, or something subjective like that. Play the game. And hey, some of you just want to play the game and have fun, not do a bunch of research. It's valid, and no worries. Please don't think I'm mad that no one really took me up on that. You just being here means plenty to me. Now there will always be a perspective argument. As I said, T'Challa is slow, and his gameplay isn't all that engaging to some. If that made some worse for you, I can't really change your mind. But hopefully now the low damage, struggles against hordes, or it's just mid argument can be put to rest, as we can see it's simply not true. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's better to shit in the shower than shower in the shit. Peace, peace.
can't hide from me.